Silver Surfer, a being who glides through space on his cosmic board, leaving trails of stardust and philosophical questions in his wake. Born from the legendary partnership of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in 1966, this chrome-skinned herald represents one of Marvel's most ambitious creative gambles, a character who operates on a cosmic scale while grappling with deeply human emotions. His story spans decades of comics, animated series, and film appearances, each iteration exploring themes of sacrifice, duty, and the isolation that comes with godlike power. From his memorable debut in Fantastic Four, number 48, to his haunting portrayal in Silver Surfer Requiem, this cosmic wanderer has consistently challenged readers to contemplate the price of transcendence. What makes the Silver Surfer truly fascinating is how his creators constructed him as a living paradox. A being of infinite power trapped in infinite servitude, a cosmic entity who yearns for the simple humanity he sacrificed. His reflective surface isn't just striking visual design. It mirrors the complex moral questions at his core. Every aspect of his character, from his origin as Norrin Radd to his cosmic abilities, was carefully crafted to create maximum dramatic tension between power and powerlessness, freedom and bondage, salvation and damnation. This isn't just another superhero origin story. It's a masterclass in character construction that transforms cosmic adventure into existential exploration, revealing how the most godlike beings can harbor the most human struggles. But to understand how this chrome-skinned herald became Marvel's most poignant cosmic tragedy, we must first examine the ultimate sacrifice that stripped away his humanity to forge something infinitely more complex. Section 1. Origin and Backstory. Norrin Radd's transformation into the Silver Surfer represents character anatomy operating at its most sophisticated level. An origin story that deliberately inverts traditional heroic empowerment by making the moment of greatest power simultaneously the moment of greatest loss. When Norrin volunteers to become Galactus's herald to save his homeworld zenn-la, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby didn't just create a heroic sacrifice. They engineered a foundation that ensures every future story carries the weight of irreversible choice. His transformation strips away his humanity, his love for Shalabal, his connection to everything that once gave his existence meaning. This anatomical choice creates a character who can never fully embrace his cosmic role because it required the death of everything he valued, making every act of heroism a reminder of what was lost to gain the power to be heroic. The structural brilliance of this origin becomes apparent when examining how it functions as the perfect inversion of traditional superhero mythology. Unlike heroes who gain power to protect what they love, Norrin gained power by sacrificing what he loved, creating a character whose strength is forever tainted by the memory of its cost. His creators engineered this paradox to ensure that the Silver Surfer's greatest victories feel like defeats, his moments of cosmic triumph overshadowed by personal tragedy. The genius lies in how this origin makes character growth both necessary and impossible. He must constantly seek redemption for a choice that was morally correct, pursue humanity while trapped in an inhuman form, fight for freedom while bound by cosmic duty. The anatomical precision of this backstory becomes evident in how it translates across different media interpretations. The 2007 film Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer captures this tragedy through Doug Jones's physical performance and Lawrence Fishburne's voice work, showing how his chrome exterior reflects his internal state, smooth, untouchable, and eternally separate from the warmth of human connection. The movie emphasizes his reluctance and isolation, making his power feel like a burden rather than a gift. Similarly, the 1998 animated series Silver Surfer explores how his memories of zenn-la serve as both motivation and torment, driving him to protect other worlds while constantly reminded of the home he can never reclaim. This origin creates what might be the most psychologically complex foundation in superhero fiction, a character whose defining moment of heroism becomes his eternal source of anguish. Every flight through space becomes both liberation and exile. Every use of his cosmic power both salvation for others and reminder of his own damnation. The anatomical sophistication here lies in an origin that guarantees perpetual internal conflict, making the Silver Surfer's journey not toward resolution, but toward acceptance of irresolvable contradiction. Section 2. Abilities and True Nature. The Silver Surfer's mastery of the power cosmic functions as brilliant character anatomy because each ability serves to deepen his isolation rather than resolve it, creating powers that expand infinitely outward, while generating infinite inward collapse. His matter manipulation grants him the ability to reshape entire solar systems, yet this godlike control over the physical universe only emphasizes his complete lack of control over his own fate. His faster-than-light travel allows him to traverse galaxies in moments, But every journey takes him further from the home and identity he can never reclaim. The anatomical genius lies in how his creators engineered abilities that should represent ultimate freedom, but instead function as instruments of cosmic imprisonment, ensuring that every demonstration of power reinforces his fundamental powerlessness over his own existence. His energy projection capabilities reveal sophisticated narrative architecture that operates on multiple symbolic levels. The power cosmic coursing through his being serves as both life force and reminder of his servitude to Galactus, creating abilities that are simultaneously empowering and enslaving. His capacity to survive in the vacuum of space represents ultimate physical freedom, yet this invulnerability separates him from the fragile mortality that once defined his humanity. The character construction here transforms what should be liberating abilities into sources of existential torment. He can manipulate cosmic forces but cannot touch another being without conscious restraint, can perceive the fundamental structure of reality, but cannot return to the simple ignorance that once brought him peace. The Silver Surfer's cosmic awareness perhaps represents the most psychologically complex ability in superhero fiction, functioning as both blessing and curse in ways that reveal the anatomical sophistication of his construction. This power grants him perception beyond mortal comprehension, allowing him to witness the cosmic forces that shape reality itself. Yet this awareness becomes a source of infinite suffering as he perceives countless worlds dying, civilizations falling, beings suffering across the universe while remaining largely powerless to prevent such cosmic-scale tragedies. Marvel's various comic series consistently explore how this ability makes him a cosmic witness to universal suffering, creating a character whose greatest power is also his greatest burden. His silver surfboard operates as perhaps the most symbolically loaded element of his character anatomy, simultaneously representing freedom and bondage, power and servitude. The board allows him infinite mobility across space and time, yet it also serves as a constant reminder of his role as Galactus's herald, an umbilical cord to cosmic duty that he cannot sever. Different interpretations across comics and animation consistently show how the board functions as both liberation and chain, allowing him to soar through space while forever tethered to obligations that prevent true freedom. The anatomical brilliance here lies in a signature element that embodies the character's central contradiction: infinite power in service of finite agency. But these cosmic abilities, impressive as they appear, only scratch the surface of a character whose internal architecture was designed to wrestle with philosophical questions that would shatter lesser fictional minds. Section 3. Complexity and Philosophy. The Silver Surfer's character anatomy reaches its most sophisticated expression in how his construction generates philosophical paradoxes that have no comfortable resolution, creating a being whose very existence challenges fundamental assumptions about power, responsibility, and the nature of heroic sacrifice. His chrome exterior becomes a perfect metaphor for his internal state, a reflective surface that shows others their own moral complexities, while hiding the turmoil beneath his cosmic composure. The anatomical genius lies in how his creators engineered internal conflicts that expand rather than resolve over time. Every act of heroism reminds him of his original servitude. Every moment of cosmic awareness highlights his separation from simple human joys. Every display of power underscores his fundamental inability to undo the choice that defined his existence. This creates a character whose growth comes not through overcoming challenges, but through learning to carry impossible contradictions with grace. The architectural sophistication of the Silver Surfer becomes most apparent in stories that force him to confront the moral implications of his cosmic perspective. His ability to perceive universal suffering, while remaining limited in his capacity to prevent it, creates a character trapped between omniscience and impotence. The brilliant construction here lies in how his cosmic awareness makes traditional, heroic solutions inadequate. He cannot save everyone, cannot prevent all suffering, cannot undo the cosmic forces that drive universal tragedy. This transforms him from a traditional superhero into something more complex, a cosmic philosopher forced to act within systems he fully understands, but cannot fundamentally change. His character anatomy generates stories that explore the weight of cosmic responsibility and the psychological toll of bearing witness to infinite suffering. The most profound aspect of the Silver Surfer's construction lies in how his character serves as a meditation on the relationship between power and isolation, transcendence and loss of humanity. Stories like Silver Surfer Requiem by J. Michael Straczynski showcase how his attempts to connect with mortal beings only emphasize his cosmic separation. His power to extend life becomes meaningless when the very act of connection reminds him of everything he's lost. His philosophical wrestling with concepts of duty versus desire Cosmic Responsibility versus Personal Fulfillment, reveals character anatomy designed to explore whether ultimate power requires ultimate loneliness. The sophistication lies in how these questions have no easy answers, creating a character whose internal conflicts mirror the reader's own struggles with responsibility, sacrifice, and the price of doing what's right. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of the Silver Surfer's character anatomy is how his construction forces us to confront the possibility that some forms of heroism are indistinguishable from tragedy, that salvation might require the destruction of the self that seeks to save others. His eternal wandering through space becomes a metaphor for the human condition, the search for meaning in a universe that offers no easy answers, the attempt to maintain humanity while wielding inhuman power, the struggle to find purpose in existence that stretches beyond mortal comprehension. His reflective surface mirrors not just light, but our own deepest fears about the cost of transcendence and the weight of responsibility that comes with true awareness.